What's up, everyone? Sunday. How y'all doing? Oh, yeah. It's not too shabby of a day. Hope everyone had a great day today. I mean, it was pretty chill. Chill enough, let's say that. But then I had to do a lot of work. I'm pretty warmed up. I was working. I have a lot of guest solos coming at me, so I had to do one with a video today, so that was pretty ripping. So, yeah, I'm pretty warmed up. We'll just see where it takes us, and then we'll figure it out from there. But hope y'all doing good today. What have we in here so far? We have Ren Rodriguez opening the show. He said he couldn't wait to see the shred. That's what's up, brother. HDS, how you doing, brother? Happy Sunday. Roman Palkowski, how you doing, bud? Zach G in the house, brother. Good to see you. Ju G, good to see you too. I'm doing great. I don't know about the weekends. Like, my brain just does not function like it does on the weekdays. I think because I'm working and I get up, I go to work, I work all day, and I come home, my brain is functioning properly, and I eat 3 times a day, or 3 meals a day, or whatever. But on Sunday, or Saturday and Sunday, it just don't work that way. So the Mountain Dew will be kicking in momentarily. I promise you that. Tazi, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Thank you, bro. Shake the Stars, what's up with you, brother? Good to see you there. Ray Freeze, how you doing, bro? Great to see you tonight. HD said we starting with 70. We could. But we're not. I'll do a couple of warm-ups. Let's see the crowd pour in a little bit, and then we'll. But this one I haven't played in a long time. It's called Dream Flight. It's one of the first songs I wrote when I started playing a guitar again a couple years ago. I haven't played this one in a minute. So those who haven't heard it, will hear it. Let's go. Pretty neat little song, though. I didn't know what to write, When you don't play for 5 years and you start playing again, you're like, what do I do? How do I play? What am I supposed to play? How am I supposed to write again? A lot of questions when he stopped playing for a while, but you figure it out. And that was probably the first thing I wrote, I think, when I started back. But that's a nice little song. Very chill, ethereal. All right, let's see. Coco Panji, hello to you, buddy. Erica Alvarez in the house, how you doing? Darrell, my man, how you doing, brother? Happy Sunday to you. How you doing today? Thank you, HDS. We're just gonna keep on rolling then. Chat, move quick. Faster I get through the chat, the faster we play more songs. So let's really kick it up a notch on this one, everybody. I'm definitely warmed up. There's just no doubt. We're good. We're good. We'll just keep playing some champs. I have a couple songs written down to play, but let's see what we got. We'll play this one next. New 10. Okay, and a lot of great comments. A lot of people starting to hang out. Good to see everybody. Make sure you're hitting that subscribe button. Subscribe button. That's it. We're heading towards 63,000 now. Let's see if we can hit that. And that would be amazing. I'd love to see you along for the ride. Darrell, that's great to hear, brother. Thank you, Ray. Crow in the house, what's up, bro? Gino's releasing the hounds for show. Joe said, hi, we wearing the same shirt. Screaming for Vengeance. Close, brother, close. This said Defenders of the Faith. But I have a Screaming for Vengeance shirt. I bought one recently, so we're pretty close. Pretty close. But yeah, two of my favorite albums for sure, for sure. Thank you, Crow. Kai, thanks, buddy. Indeed, Jello, you got it, brother. HD, what's up, dude? Keep loving that fire, man. Appreciate you. That's a bad name. There you go. Thank you so much. Kai said he's flying back from England, flying back to England from my holiday in Dubai. Nice, dude. That sounds like a nice holiday, man. Very cool. Be safe. Fly safe. Appreciate you, man. Thank you, Darrell. Crow says, sorry I missed yesterday. I was with my son, but I'm here. No worries, Crow. Like I said, most people don't. You know, we have a pretty tight knit group that comes on Saturdays, but after that, it's all good, man. It's all good. It's good to see you tonight. Nicholas Williams, thank you so much, my friend. Rion Von Wick, hello, buddy. Good to see you too. Good to see you, man. We'll keep the jams, keep them flowing tonight. This one, Juji's favorites. We'll play this one. get emotional a little bit when you shred. You gotta cool down, man. It's like, you know, an athlete that runs, and you gotta cool it down after that speed run, man. That's a good one, though. Very nice. All right, let's see what's cracking along here tonight. Starting to heat up around here, so it's great to see everybody hanging out. And make sure we're almost there. 62.9. Let's go. Good to see everyone. Let's see, man. Ooh. Where did we leave off? We left off right around there. 808 Hawaiian, brother. He says, I missed the Raiders shirt. Oh, how, brother. Good to see you, brother. I got to get some more Raiders shirts, man. This is going to look like a good year for the Raiders, so I'll probably go ahead and buy a few more. Don't you worry, my friend. Don't you worry. I got a whole lot. I got almost a month's worth of shirts to wear around here, so we're getting there, brother. But good to see you, my man. Aloha to you. Jello says Defenders is his favorite preset. I mean, that's probably, I think Screaming for Vengeance is my favorite. But, man, Defenders is a close second, man. Close second. Val in the house. What's up, Val? Good to see you there. And Feisty, what's up, Feisty? Good to see you, too. Jam with Sam says he can't stay and watch tonight, but he just want to drop in and say hi. Well, hey, good to see you, buddy. Take care of yourself. No worries. Oh, man, yeah. I was like, song down. Long Duck song. Here you go, HD. That's what I'm feeling, man. Timothy White, hello to you, buddy. You said I can't stand trying to type on the phone. I know. Autocorrect is not as good as it should be, right? All right, Judy said, great song, done with emotion. Thank you. I did see the other one. I try not to laugh. And HD said, we need an emotional song too early? Yeah, a little bit. No, never too early around here, bro. Val Kimber, thank you. Nashi Kid in the house. What's up, brother? Good to see you there. Looney Tunes, he's back in the house. Good to see you, bro. Thank you, Crow. He says, hit that like button. That's what I'm talking about. Let's see. King Fire, thank you so much, brother. God bless you, man. Brody in the house. What's up, Brody? Good to see you there. Hope you're doing good. Brody was rocking hard last night, man. It was a good show. Oh, Crow. There you go, brother. Disease, good to see you, man. Thanks, buddy. Rosana, buena noche to you. Obrigado as well. Tazi's like pump freeze. Oh, shoot. Tazi ready to go. Yeah, we could do some about anything tonight. Oh, no. The Dong and Winding Road. Is that Paul McCartney's latest? Bro, it's good to see you, and thanks for hanging with that. Half the HD knows the Beatles. Long and Winding Road. That's probably one of my favorite Beatles songs of all time. Of course, Paul McCartney wrote it. He's my favorite Beatle. That's for sure. All right, bro. No problem, brother. We'll catch you in a little while. Val said I could do a parody of the thong song, but that's a line. Give me that thong, and I'm not replacing it with that. True. Probably not the best parody. Could put you in a bad light. You never know. Old Cisco, man, what a guy. All right, what are we doing here? Well, I guess what we'll do. My man wanted Freeze, so why not? We'll start off with Freeze. I don't remember. How's it go? How's Freeze go? Let me hear it real quick. I forgot how it goes. Okay, I remember how it goes. All right, we're going to freeze it up right straight on here. Real quick, though. We got to start the shirt jam session, I guess. Because we got a brand new shirt just for this song. Let's see if I can get it up in here real quick. The Freeze t-shirt. Let's pop it up on the screen. Why not? This is the shirt. The song inspired the shirt. How about that? All right, let's go. This is a brand new one. Just wrote it last week. This one's called Freeze. Let's go. Freeze it is. There you go. Man, that's a cool song. You never know, man. You never know when you're gonna write. When you sit down and try and write something, it just comes out crazy. And you're like, wow, how did I write that? I don't even know. Well, I'm feeling it though. Thank you so much, everybody. Pierce Moat says, first time watching live, but I've scrolled past and heard you play your miss. Thank you so much, Pierce. Very nice of you, buddy. Good to see you. Juji says, definitely has Mortal Kombat vibes. Very much. Yeah, that gang, 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 gang. That's a cool one. Nashi Cat, there you go, brother. Conservative Sue, thank you so much. Crow's feeling it, brother, thank you. HD said the new shirt doesn't show in the store. It does, I believe, yeah. We always test things out, make sure it's there. But yeah, usually the newest stuff is the first thing you see. Ray, thank you, buddy. Crow, thank you. That's a bad name, says Ray, really loving the new song. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Yeah, I like it too. It's fun to play. Really fun. Mustafa Taheri, hello to you. HD said he sees it. All right, no worries, brother. That's a bad name. Thanks, brother. Juji's feeling that. Val says, Rick, lightning, Renstrom. Oh, yeah, we know we got the storms bring the lightning. Mustafa says, can you play Pink Floyd's High Up? I never even heard that song in my life, brother. I've heard a few Pink Floyds, but I never got into them like that. But I'm glad you like it, brother. Listen to it good, man. Maybe it's in the house. How you doing, bro? Thanks, Crow. Faster Guitar Channel. Thank you so much, buddy. Appreciate that. Thank you, HD. Southwest of the Sunday night shred bash. You know how we do, brother. HD saying that shirt's pretty sick. Yeah, the Stardust went overtime. Worked overtime on that one. It came out real nice. I like it. I like that dude. He's like a ninja in a frozen wasteland. You know, it's freeze, and he's looking at you like you better stop. You know, it's crazy. Thank you, Timothy. Iman O'Shea, good to see you, brother. Thank you. Future George says, first time watching, been listening nonstop. Encore. Oh, buddy, we just getting warmed up, my friend. Thank you for hanging out. Kenneth Morrell, thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate that. Future George says, can you play a deep, dark one? Got plenty of them, probably. I write a lot of deep, dark stuff. Jinja Ninja, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Thank you so much. That's a band. So, yeah, dark, deep and dark. The Futures are, hey, no doubt, man. Again, thank you so much, Conservative Sue. Val, Stardust got it on. She got lots of crazy programs to use. I don't even know. We got her all the programs she wanted in there. They're crazy. I don't know nothing about nothing, man. I'm no graphic artist. Stardust is the graphic artist. I'm just a graphic guitarist. How about that? Let me see. Deep and dark. We'll just skip right to Until the Bitter End. This is dark and pretty dark for sure. This is the. I do have an album. All of you hanging out, I appreciate you. Make sure you know that I do have an album out. I released it last June. And it is available here on my YouTube channel. It's called Until the Bitter End. If you go to my YouTube page and look for the Releases tab, you will see the entire album free to stream as much as you like. If you do want to purchase it for your own on your own Apple Music or iTunes or Amazon has it there for sure. But yeah, check this out. This is the title track. This is called Until the Bitter End. Let's go. Until the bitter end. Yeah, Nashike, you're right, buddy. I saw that. It's dark-ish, you know. It's like more like a holy battle against some crazy dragon monster or something, you know. Yeah, you're right. Requiem for the Lost is about as dark as it gets. That tune is mega dark, but yeah, we shall probably play that now that you mention it. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you hanging out for that one. That was a good one. Let's see. Crow says, you got any Sabotage? Oh, dude, I love Sabotage, man. Let me think. How about this one? Mountain King. Yeah. Yeah, man. I've known John Oliva for like 20 plus years, man. He's one of the greatest dudes ever, man. So cool. Timothy asks, how do you write your backing tracks? I use a program called Studio One. Version 7 is the current one I use. So digital audio workstation. I use also Superior Drummer 3. I have Contact 8. I use a program called Museo. I also have a new one called Sound Paint. So yeah, I basically start with a blank slate, and it depends. I have a keyboard here. I write like a keyboard line or a violin line or a harpsichord piece or whatever. Or I'll start with a guitar. So it really just depends what I'm starting with. But yeah, everything starts from zero and starts with one idea. And I just like build on top of it, everything. Just start building on top of it. I also use Modo Bass. That's a really good bass. If you're looking for a good bass plugin, that one's really nice. I appreciate that. No worries, Sue. Monster Crack, thank you so much for that super chat. Appreciate you there. There you go, Future. He's feeling that TSL a little bit, man, a little bit. Because everything I write is classically based. I have a few non-classically based songs, but most everything I do is classically influenced. There you go, Nashi Kep. Mustafa Tahiri, thank you so much, buddy. Anti's got the link to the releases tab on my channel. If you'd like to check that out. Donald James, there you are, brother. Good to see you. Thank you, sir. HD's feeling that. Thank you, bud. Nashiketa sees, yeah, Nashiketa, this one's it's pretty uplifting. Requiem for the Lost is the real dark one. It's true. That is very true. I couldn't think, you know, my brain doesn't work as good as it should. I have to think of like, out of 100 songs that I have, what's the darkest one I have? I don't know. But I feel it, man. Thank you, buddy. The future is yours. Dropping a super chat, too. Thank you so much, brother. He says, amazing. I'm getting that album. That's awesome, brother. Thank you so much, my friend. Pellet's got the count. What's up, brother? He says 187 likes. That's what I'm talking about. And Feisty says he's just graphic. Oh, yeah. It's very easy to be. I'm quite graphic myself. My words are very graphic away from the camera. Dale Terry, thank you so much, buddy. Appreciate you there. Nashi Kid, thank you. Tazi's feeling that. He says, until the bitter end, what a song. Thanks, brother. Appreciate that. Okay, let's see. Juju says, rocking me out of my socks. There you go. Like I said, that's what we usually have to do for speed, or you got to watch your socks. Pierce feeling that. Thank you, buddy. Monster Creek, thank you, sir. Donald James says, nobody can match Rick's audio production. Someone could, though. Oh, yeah. You could. Anyone could. But you got to get the toys, man. I got a lot of toys. I spent a lot of money. Thank God I've made all that money back. But yeah, at the beginning I was just like credit card like crazy. Oh, this? Okay, get that. Okay, get this, get that, get that. And I'm like, oh man, it's like $2,000 I spent. What am I going to do? But it's out there. It's out there. But if anyone wants advice on how to get to it, man, just let me know. Let me know. Thank you, Sue. Thank you, Nashiket. Crow knows what's up. He said, you remind me of Andy LaRock from King Diamond. I love Andy, dude. He's in my top 5 all-time favorites. All-time favorites, brother. I do a King Diamond solo here, man. We'll knock that out real quick. Juju's feeling that fire on the fretboard. I like it. Future is yours. Dropping another super chat, brother. Thank you so much. He says, a true modern-day living legend live in the flesh. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you, brother. That means a lot to me, man. Crow knew what was up. Hall of the Mountain King. That's what's up. Shrek in the house. How you doing, Shrek? Good to see you, brother. Monster Creek dropping another super chat. Dude, you rock too. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. Toddy said, let's hear Requiem, the heavy one you mentioned. We'd do it. We'd do it. Anti says, I played you in a Battle Throwdown earlier. Destiny's Calling. Whip their tails. Nice, dude. That's how we do. That's how we do. We love it. Let's see. Monster Creek, he says great music. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. Nashikesh says, gotta head out. Oh, man, no worries, brother. Have a great one, man. We'll see you soon. Conservative Sue, you're quite welcome. Thank you so much for hanging with us tonight. Khalid Bayramov, he says, sup, bro? What do you think of the stoner rock metal? Maybe even when I was a stoner, I didn't really get into it. It's too slow for me. There's some stuff I did, like or I guess you call it doom metal, maybe. Or something like Candlemass. I really liked Candlemass back in the day. But yeah, I'm not too sure about the current stuff. I have no idea, honestly. Fred Hinkle, all the way from Southern Indiana. Good to see you, brother. Anna Fernandez, there you are. Great to see you. How you doing today? Great to see you. There's Evan Morning, our early morning Australian. Good to see you, Evan. How you doing, brother? Donald James said he saw a new Castle Rat video today. Great stoner rock metal band. Huh. I'll have to look into that. Bad Name says, speaking of stoner rock, seaweed and cannabis. There you go. Those are pretty leafy. Timothy, you're absolutely, brother. Absolutely, brother. Evan says, never a bad time for King Diamond. Thank you again, Sue. You rock. Todd Rhodes, appreciate that, brother. Thank you so much for that super chat. That's awesome, dude. Thank you. Thank you. All right, we'll do King Diamond, real quick King Diamond, then we'll do Requiem for the Lost, and we'll go right into it. Absolutely. I'm glad to see you tonight. Glad to see you tonight, Sue. Crow Knows, Dark Reflections. Yeah, that's a good one. What's the album? Is that the album that's got that gallows pole on it? Or whatever it's called, man. It's like, take me to the gallows pole. I can't even do it. Messiah Marcolin, dude. That guy has got a crazy voice, man. One of the craziest voices of all time, man. All right. This one goes out to our King Diamond fans. Whoever loves Andy LaRocque, this is one of my favorite solos to play from King Diamond and Andy. Let's go. Man, one of the greats. So underrated too, sadly. Man, if you love guitar and you never heard of Andy LaRocque, he is one to check out for sure. And plus, he played on the album with Death, about 4 solos on Death. Death album. It's pretty sick, man. It's where I first heard of Death, is because of Andy LaRocque. Let's see. Shake the Stars, have a great one, buddy. Let's see. DJ Pinko said he loved them THC edibles. Man, that's the way to go, man. You don't need to be smoking that stuff. Chew them up. Icebound Cloud says, save some ladies for the rest of us. Go for it, brother. They're all yours, man. I'm already taken, so no worries. Bad Name said he loved them concentrate dabs. There you go, man. Thank you, Sue. Bad Name feeling that. Crows, there you go, brother. Val Kimber's feeling that fire. True that, DJ. Donald James says, perfect time for all the newcomers. Oh, yeah, oh, yeah. Let's go. Hey, we hit the 63, y'all. I can't even, I'm over here not even paying attention. Check it out. 6330. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you so much, everyone, for subscribing to the channel. We're coming closer, man. We're 63% of the way to 100K. Let's do this. We're going to get there. Crow said, that's what I'm talking about. Indeed, brother. Evan said, if I had a stoner metal band, I'd call it CD Crud. There you go. It's not too shabby. I don't know. I'm not tell the story just yet. I got a good story about a band. Funny. Val, thank you, brother. Looney said that one's sick. Started off. Hell, oh yeah, that's King Diamond right there, brother. Anti's got a link to my some information. I used to play in a band called War of Thrones, also band Leash Law. Influenced by Yngwie, Richie, Uli John Roth, Al DeMille, and Andy LaRocque. If you want to play like me, you better learn how to play like those guys first. Bad Name says try fudge. Got the strong butter kind of. There you go. Anna Fernandez, thank you. Like I said, it's a good thing you let us rest between tracks. I know, right? I have to rest. I could probably keep going, you know, unfortunately. I want, you know, I like to be interactive like this, and yeah, if I not, but I could play tracks all day, man, like straight through. When I play live, we're gonna do like 2-hour concerts, just straight rocking. DJ said, I know you said no request, but I have a request to join the stream and seeing you decide what you want to play. True that, brother. Like I said, it's really not just a non-request, it's just a dependent request, you know, because we get a lot of them. Donald James says, rack that YouTube plaque. Oh, we're gonna have to, man. We're gonna have to. If I get the 100K, I'm gonna redo this entire room. I'll redo this entire room. Be a whole new looking setup, man. We'll get it done. That's gonna be a project in itself for sure, for sure. But yeah, all right. This one is so if we're looking for a dark song, this one's dark. It's called Requiem for the Lost. Speaking of, I do have a shirt for that. You know, I'm just like Apple. You know, there was an ad for that. I got a shirt for that. So let's get that on the screen. Anyone that's interested in merchandise, t-shirts, stickers, all that kind of cool stuff, we got plenty of it. This is a beautiful shirt. It's a really crazy song. It's like probably my homage to Mozart, if anything. I love Mozart. It's one of my favorites. And this is very reminiscent of his style. It's very heavy too. But if you've lost anyone in your life, this is the Requiem for them. Let's go. Requiem for the Lost. Let's hit it. for the Lost. That's as dark as it gets right there, man. That's a lovely one, though. Crazy stuff with that one. Never know where I came up with that, but that was a fun one to write, indeed. Great to see everyone hanging out. A lot of people hanging. Great comments. Appreciate you very much. Make sure if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Let's see. Where did we leave off, man? Okay, right around there. Let's see. Bad Name said he loved the guttural metal. True that, man. That's some good stuff, man. Evan says Ill Disposed is an awesome Dutch metal band. Wow. There's a lot, man. Frenchie says subscribe. What's up, Frenchie? Great to see you. Let's go to 65. Let's do that. We might get there this week. We'll see. We'll try our best. Donald James said you like a band called Disgorge from Mexico. Very guttural. Interesting. Val Kimber's feeling it. Thank you, buddy. Anti's got a link to the cool stuff, all the merchandise that I do offer if you're interested in stuff like that. Great to see. Check it out. Donald says make sure it's one from Mexico, not the band from the same. Yeah, I got you. Val Kimber, there you go. Peggy Hecky, buenas noches. Thank you, Juji. Val Kimber, thank you so much. Looney feels that. He reminds him of Peak Ingve. Thank you, buddy. I think Peak Ingve was the best Ingve. Pre-accident Ingve is the best Ingve. That's when he was just writing the best, playing the best solos, the best stuff. It was so good. There you go, Crow. I would say Rick doesn't need $1 million check to pull his guitar out the show. This is true. I'll pull my guitar out for anything. $1 million check would be nice, though. But I'll still pull out the guitar. Let's see that. Eric Morrison, thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Val says Rick could fly us all out on the Rick jet if he was knocked down minutes. I probably would, man. Why not? All right, Todd said I would vote for Requiem as a heavier than Until the Bitter End. Yeah, it's a heavy, dark jam, man. It's very heavy. Until the Bitter End, like I said, is a lighter. Like it's heavy, but it's more of a like a happy, more happier. I think it's got some happiness. Requiem has zero happiness in that song at all. Randy Kinsey, good to see you, brother. How you doing tonight? Thank you, Mustafa. Val Kimber, thank you. Crow, Reality, Randy again, thank you so much. Jeremy Wolf, appreciate that, brother. Reality is only suggestion. Thanks, my man. Appreciate that. Zach says, Rick Jackson should endorse you. I'm working on it, buddy. I'm almost there, man. I feel more confident right now to give him my press kit. So we'll see. See what happens. Thanks, Keegs. Appreciate you there. Thank you, Randy. Jeremy says one of his favorite Renstrom renditions. Thank you, brother. Daniel Berry Sports, great to see you, my friend. How you doing tonight? Happy Sunday. Charlie Escobar, good to see you too, brother. Very good, man. Anti's got the links to my Cash App, PayPal, or Venmo. If you're in a donation mood, that's awesome. If not, no worries. You being here is the most important thing to me. So thank you. Pellet's got the count, 278 likes. We're kicking it tonight. Kicking it live tonight. We might as well kick it into a voltage drive after this. Moving and grooving. Man, we can have a shirt festival here tonight because maybe we'll just play t-shirt song search or whatever. All right, let's get the voltage tee up. This is the next song we're gonna play. It's called Voltage. This is another crazy classically influenced song. One of my favorites of recent writings. This is not out for release just yet. We're working on it. But this one's called Voltage. Get ready to get shocked. Let's go. voltage right there. Hope he didn't get shocked too much. Man, that was a ripper there. Not too shabby. That's a great song. Really cool one. What was the other one we were doing yesterday? We'll do this one too. I mean, I was talking some Sabotage earlier. This next one's kind of got the Sabotage vibe. So we'll let that one rip next. Let's see, where did we leave off with? Okay, all right, remember this. Okay, there we go. Donald James was feeling that. He knew what's up. Val says, I want to see Rick with the signature jacket. Wouldn't that be a dream come true, buddy? We'll see if we can get that. We'll see it. We're gonna try. We'll keep working. Judy said the Dew Voltage Jackson. Gotta have one. Gotta have a true voltage Mountain Dew Jackson. That'd be sick. Valdir was up. Zach G, thank you so much, buddy. Thank you, Juji. Mustafa Tahiri, there you go. Willie Metal, thank you so much, buddy. I truly appreciate that. Randy said, that's straight fire, bro. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Thank you, Conservative Sue, again. Thank you so much. Jay Laser in the house with us, dropping the super chat, brother. Thank you so much for that. Very, very nice. Edward in the house. How you doing, brother? Great to see you tonight, man. Hope you're doing well. Mustafa Tahiri, thanks, buddy. Friend VR, thank you. Jay Laser dropping another super chat. Brother, you rocked, man. That is so cool. Thank you so much, Jay Laser. DJ Painkiller, thank you, my friend. Evan's feeling that. He got the voltage cranking. Sue said, that's music to the ears. There you go. Thank you, Sue. Jeremy says, like sticking your finger in a light socket. Oh, yeah. Anti says, welcome all visiting peacefully from around the world. Rock steady. Absolutely, absolutely. HD says he's back. No worries, brother. Judy said, just had to skip a little ad during your song. Dang it. I swear I keep them as low as I can possibly go. Stupid ads, man. Randy Kinsey, thanks, brother. All right, man. Well, shoot. We're flying through these. We're cranking up, man. Thank you so much, everyone, for hanging out. A lot of great people hanging with us tonight. A lot of people watching. Make sure you're hitting that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. We're going to play this next song. I don't even know. It has no title. But it's very, very Sabotage-ish. That's awesome, Sue. Again, thank you so much for hanging with us tonight. We appreciate it. Shoot, we're only 3 away from our super chat goal tonight. Don't see that too often. Edward says he's on vacation camping in New York State with his son and his wife. That's awesome, man. That sounds great, dude. Upstate New York is, well, we probably had upstate New York, which is very nice areas. Very, very nice up there. Like Catskills and stuff like that, man. Beautiful up there. I got family that lives in New York for since probably since the early 80s. I've been in New York so many times I can't even count how many times. But it's a beautiful place, man. All right, let's crank it up with this next jam. This is called 0201. I have no idea what other was, but let's go. Oh, my bad. I gotta switch these. I gotta switch these 4 counts to 8 counts one of these days. But let's go. That's a crazy song. It's my sabotage, my homage to Sabotage. That's a good one right there, though. Let's see. Yeah. Let me scroll. Let me find something right here. All right. We got a lot of great comments, a lot of great people hanging out. Thank you so much for hanging with us tonight. Where did we leave off with? Okay, I remember Edward there. HG said, yeah, YouTube constantly puts 30-second ads on 5-minute videos. I mean, yeah, it gets wild. And Judy said, it's not your fault, it's just fresh. I know. I'm on my other phone, my other YouTube account. I don't have premium on there, and I'm like, hurry up with the ad. I know. But for our like personal accounts, we gotta have it. I cannot live without this YouTube premium. Sadly, it's a different world. I gotta say. Jay Laser says, any Avenged? Man, buddy, I love Avenged, dude. I think Sinister Gate's great. I tried to start learning Backcountry, and I learned a little bit of it. I just don't have time, man. I don't have time to learn a lot of this stuff. But I do appreciate those dudes, and I really like their band. I really do. And if you asked me, Sinister Gates is the guy that brought shredding guitar back to the world. It was there, but it wasn't as big as it is now. It's because of him, I believe. For sure. But I'm working on it at some point. All right, we got a wild one here, man. Bastel Buden Ostin with a huge super chat, euros, man. Wow, thank you so much, buddy. He says, can you play Mama, I'm Coming Home? That, unfortunately, my friend, I cannot. I do not know that song at all. I got something better for you, though. I'll tell you what. I don't know, is Brody streaming tonight, man? You got to check out Brody if you love some current Ozzy stuff. I never got into that. A little bit, you know. I like the No Rest for the Wicked and what's that one, Osmosis, but I never really got into any much Ozzy beyond that. But instead, how about this, buddy? I want to play you something. If you like Ozzy, you should know what this is. You should know what this is. No offense to Zach Wild, but that solo is so much better. That's a classic, beautiful solo. But Zach is a wonderful guitarist as well. Don't get me wrong. I do love what Zach has done, but that one I know the best. But thank you so much for that super chat, Boston Buden Austin. Thank you so much, buddy, for hanging with us. Absolutely, Sue. Thank you there. Evan says, in Australia, I thought New York was all cities and skyscrapers. It is the city itself. The island, New York City, it's nothing but skyscrapers. A little bit of Central Park has some trees and stuff, but yeah, the further up you go, it's nothing but forests and craziness like that, man. Jay Lee said, Rick's the dad I wish I had. I feel you, brother. I feel you. Thank you, man. I'm the new internet dad for a lot of people. It's all good. I ain't got no worries with that. No problem with it. HG said, earlier today I was watching a 5-minute video. 30-second ad, 140, another 30, another 30. Dang, that's hardcore. Accelerated deletions, is this your original? Yes, sir. That wasn't original. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Zaire Porter, thank you so much, brother. Thank you very much. Accelerated, that was no title on it. 0201 is what we have. That's the day I wrote it. DJ Pinkler says, I use ad blocker with Mac OS. There you go, man. Woman Power says, wow, Rick, best thing I've seen on YouTube in a long time. Your talent is special. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Very, very nice of you to say that. Gabriel said, not gonna lie, I saw TS and my first thought was, hell yeah, there you go, brother. That's what's up. Cryptic Damas, thank you, buddy. Thank you, DJ. DJ said, if I blow my eardrums and speakers too, this is totally worth it. There you go, brother. That's what I'm talking about, man. I've been there. Cryptic Damas said, he's smoking the J outside on a cool summer night, grooving. There you go, brother. That's what I'm talking about. Hi, Donald James said, Uncle Rick. I know, right? That's what's up, man. I could be some people's grandfather too. I could be a grandpa, I could be a dad, I could be an uncle. Or a cousin, who never know. Rick Hickman, thanks, brother. Appreciate that. All right, where was that one? What we got next? I'm going to play the Fire Within, man. We'll go Fire Within jam. Let's pop that shirt up on the screen right quick. So many shirts. So many shirts, so little money. I need to buy all these shirts. So you have the full collection. I was kind of bummed, yeah. Stardust pointed out, like I did a video for Jared Dines, just whatever, and she's like, man, if you could have wore your shirt, that'd have been amazing. I'm like, I wore Iron Maiden's shirt instead, which is just fine. But yeah, it would have been nice to wear my own shirt in that video. But 'tis what it is. Next time, baby. All right, let's play this one. This one's called The Fire Within. This is the biggest song I ever wrote in my entire life so far. 376,000 views here on YouTube, and got lots of radio play across Europe and Japan. It's a very classical song, very fun. Let's give it a shot. Hope you enjoy it, and thanks for hanging with us. That doesn't sound right. Why does that sound right? That's a trip. All right, hang on 1 second. That does not sound right at all. What does that sound? What is this? Okay, I see the problem. I'm actually on the wrong track. Okay. Everyone, I am a true genius. I promise you that. I promise you that. All right, let's go with the correct track here. My bad. Take 3. The Fire Within. The correct track to play. The Fire Within, man. What a ripper that is. That's a cool one to play. Very melodic, very classical. Got it all, I think. Got it all. But Theo, thanks for listening to that one. Appreciate you there. Where we leave off, man. A lot of great comments. Thank you so much, everyone. Rick Hickman, thanks, buddy. Nathan says, bro, I think YouTube wants me to quit guitar. To start getting back into it. And I get on this feed, and he's 10 times better than me. I feel you, brother. That's only because I've practiced my ever-living life off, my friend. More than anyone will ever understand. I swear to God, man. And don't worry about it, bro. Don't worry about me. No one needs to worry about what I do, except for me. I worry about what I do. I don't worry about no one else. Never forget this, too. Carlos Santana said this, Nathan. He said, I'm no better than anybody, and nobody is better than me. You know, that's how he rolled, man. That's the way to think. That's the way to think these days. There's so much more to life than being the best guitar player ever. Trust me, buddy. I've already been there and done that. I just have fun, and make sure you have the same. Make sure you have fun. No matter what you do in life, man, have fun doing it, man. Trust me, buddy. Trust me, buddy. If you want to see something real crazy, go to my page. I posted something the other day, like what it takes to be an NFL player, which is very similar to what it takes to be a rock star musician of any type, guitar, bass, drums, vocal, whatever. It ain't easy, brother. So I always say just have fun, man. Have fun. That's all I'm doing. But I appreciate you. I really do. And thanks for subscribing. Jacob Regan, hello to you, brother. Ford guy, what's up, dude? Good to see you, bro. Man, how you been, bro? Wait a minute. Women Power says, I'm turning on the Bluetooth speaker so I hear it loud. There you go. That's what's going on. Sue says, you could be my brother, Rick. Coolest brother a girl can have. There you go, Sue. That's what I'm talking about. Very nice. HD, appreciate it. Pella got that count. 370 and going up, man. That's what's up. DJ says, rip the original, Paul Diano. Yeah, totally. He died. He passed away months and months and months ago. But, man, he was the guy, man. I love Paul Diano's Battle Zone. Not too many people know about Paul Diano's Battle Zone. That was a killer jam. Evan, killer band, that is. Hey, thank you, HD. Evan says, live and learn. Put a t-shirt in your car that won't be there when you... I know, right? Gonna have to get a lot of them, man. Poor guy been working his tail off. I feel that, brother. I know how that goes. Harvey Danger, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Yoba Lee in the house. How you doing, Yoba? Good to see you. Harvey said last night home, glad you're streaming needed this night. There you go, brother. That's what I'm talking about. Poor guy said, you know, it is another day, another dollar. I know, brother. I know, right? Shara Pichet says, absolutely amazing. Electric House. That's what I'm here. Electric Spy. Great song. Juju says, welcome to Rick Sunday Night Shred Therapy. You know how we do. Wardy says, YouTube filling my live feed correctly for once. There you go, brother. The doom scroll is real. I know. And thanks for hanging with us, buddy. Ray Freese, there you go, brother. Thank you so much. Thank you, Yoba Lee. Cryptic Diamond says, would this consider power metal? Yeah, absolutely, buddy. It's neoclassical power metal, but yeah. The album version has heavy guitars on it as well. All the rhythm guitars and stuff. HE said Paul died 69 at his home in Australia after a battle with cancer. No official cause of death released. Man, that's crazy, dude. Donald James says, just consider it badass. True that. Donald thinks it's power metal, absolutely. We got a message. Harvey, 2 months VIP access, brother. Thank you so much. God said, let them rock and rock out. They did. Absolutely, man. Thank you, brother. Val heard that Winnie, his favorite. Fuzzy in the house. He said, it's not all about shredding. Ain't that the truth, man? You gotta play some melodic stuff too, man. Anyone can shred, but can anyone shred and be melodic as well? That is the biggest question. And there ain't many, ain't many. I know a few though. I do know a few. HD said Dave spent 10 months as a lead singer for Iron Maiden in the mid '70s before being placed by Dennis Booker. Yeah, that's right. He's on the Killers album, right? Was there one after that? I don't know too much about the early Maiden. I started off with a Number of the Beast. That was my first introduction to Maiden. Wasn't too I didn't have any. I didn't really know anything about the prior to that, honestly. I've heard some stuff though. Harvey says, "What's up, guys? Keep these guys in line while I'm on. You know that's right, brother." Nico T, hello to you. Cryptic Gun says, "Dope, man. I love it. Thank you, brother." Lukey asks, "Is that a Ohms tattoo?" No, this is a Eye of Horus tattoo. I got the idea from the Iron Maiden Power Slave album, which is one of my favorites of all time. And that right there is like an old band logo. Basically a rip-off of the Bacardi bat, honestly. Let's see. Robert, hello to you. Jeremy says, "Does not get any better than that." That's what I'm talking about, bro. Thank you there. Harvey says, "Play every day and play hard. Anyone can get to the place they're aiming for." That's the truth. Kelly, buena noche. Good to see you tonight. Robert says, "I just take care of myself and no one else." That's the way, man. That's the way. As the Mandalorian would say, this is the way. 100%. Fight says, "What you do anytime is what you do all the time." Ain't that the truth, brother? Sometimes, you know. I mean, you are what you eat as well. Probably. Wardy, there you go, brother. Robert said he does actually the opposite. Hey, man, I say whatever works for you, man. Whatever works for you is the best way. You know, honestly, no one's the same in this world. No one lives the same. No one does the same stuff. We all do what we do, and that's what gets us through it, man, for sure. Nathan, you got it, brother. Absolutely, man. Mel Marks, feeling the defenders of the faith. Yes, sir. How about this one? Never learned that part. I was like, I gotta learn that one part after that. That's one of the heaviest riffs of all time, though. The way it comes in on the album, you're just like, dang, that's heavy. There you go, Sue. Val says 10,000 hours of to become a professional level in most things. It's true, man. It's true. That picture I put up on my, I don't know if everyone got the idea what I was trying to say. It's always so hard. You know, I'm trying to inspire people to not worry about stuff in this world. Sometimes it comes off the wrong way. I don't know, but man, anything. Guitar takes everything, and trust me, I got very, very up there. I got pretty much senior year of college is where I got to in the music industry. It was kind of semi-pro, if you will. I couldn't get past that point, man. It's so hard, and I worked my tail off for probably 15 years. More hours and time and dedication and going to college and learning. Most people will never understand, but you just do what you do and have fun, man. That's it. And anymore, I just have fun. Walter says, "You tore that guitar up. You have a new subscriber." Thanks, Walter. Appreciate that. Very nice, man. Pellet's got that count, 407. Now we cooking. Metal Mark says, "Elizabeth of TCV finally secured an interview with Bruce Dickinson." Nice. He's coming to, well, he's not coming to my town. He's coming to Fort Lauderdale in September. That's a long drive. That's like 3.5-hour drive. I'd like to go see it because my friend plays keyboards for Bruce. I'd love to go hang out with him for a minute, but probably not gonna be in the cards, man. I was like, why you ain't come down here? Smile more, thanks, buddy. How you doing? I'm doing good tonight. Harvey knows Melodious Radius. Absolutely. Walter says, "You know how to play any Ozzy, brother? We just played Mr. Crowley. Dude dropped like a bunch of euros, man, for a song I don't know, and I played Mr. Crowley instead. But yeah, I love some old Ozzy." Evan said he finds the blues the hardest to play because of the long gaps. True that. A lot of space there. A lot of space. Braxton in the house, brother. Thank you so much. Metal Mark says Paul wasn't on any Iron Maiden LPs. Paul Di'Anno was the first two. Oh, I don't even know, dude. There was another Paul Day. You guys got me, dude. Donald says a good mix of shredding and arpeggio here and there, some slow playing and some sweeps. That's how we do it. Mixture. Yep. Donald's right. Music should be music, not a sport. Indeed, indeed. Feisty knows you got to spend a lot of time in the woodshed. Oh yeah, I spent a lot of time in my bedroom. I spent a lot of time on a lazy boy watching TV and just mindlessly running patterns for hours and hours and hours on end with a metronome. That was my woodshed. Harvey says music for sport is pulp culture. Pulp culture, true that. Wardy knows correct. You are your only competition, buddy. That's beautiful, man. Good one, Wardy. I like it. No, Mark knows the Sentinel. Wardy says, I love that guitar. Is as popular or true that, brother? Don says, I mean a sport in the sense of the people who need to be technical. Some bands go to top. Yeah, they do. And some people like it, man. HD says, I play to serve the song. If it doesn't need it, I don't play it. There you go, man. Yeah, when you hear my Jared Dines sort of this solo competition he's got going on, I played a little bit of shred, but most of it's just melodic stuff. I'm like, the song didn't need all this crazy shred stuff. I was like, man, I'm just gonna put something pretty melodic and with harmonies, and there's one little shred thing. DJ Pinko says, Queensryche, go hard, true, a classic. Oh man, Queensryche, we love Queensryche, man. What was the one thing I was playing the other day? For politicians, all that crazy scene in DC about the Power Man town. Fight says, be careful what you wish for, man. Y'all know, right? I try and wish for a lot. Sue says, you in New York, Rick? I left New York to be in Alabama. Oh, that's awesome. No, I'm in Florida. So we're not too far from you, Sue. Not too far. One state up. Yeah, I've never lived in New York. My aunts, two of my aunts lived in New York for a long, long time. So we went to New York quite often to go visit. My parents lived in New York for a while too, in the late 60s and stuff. But we lived in Ohio. I grew up in Ohio, and then I got sick of snow, so I moved to Florida, so I never see snow again. Harry says that picture is a golden rule for most of the jobs people have. The 1% make their job work for them. Still in the 5%. I feel you, brothers. I'm pretty much in that range. Oleax, buenas noches to you. There you go, Manu. Harvey knows, yeah. Black Sabbath, is that this one? I don't even know, dude. I don't know. That's not Black Sabbath. I don't know how's Black Sabbath go. Bow, bow, bow. I don't know. Never tried to learn that one. That's a boring song to me, but I'm glad you like it, brother. Walter says, no, I missed it all. I wish I bumped you sooner, bro. Thank you, man. Crow's back. There you go, brother. Manu asks, do you consider Dave Mustaine a melodious shredder? Not compared to Marty Friedman, no, not at all. I think the more guitar players that Dave worked with, the better he got over time. But yeah, some of his early stuff is just like, I don't know. I didn't feel it. Wasn't feeling like I never got into Dave Mustaine's guitar playing, let's say that. He always had a second guitar player that was way better. Chris Poland, Marty Friedman, Timo Mantasari, Kiko Loureiro. I mean, these dudes are gods of guitar, man. HD says, today people are using shred elements in places they should never be using shred elements. It's true, yeah. Very true, very true. Thanks, DJ. David S. says, hey, Rick, how can I improve my musical ear fast? That's a tough one, man. I mean, if you don't have it, you don't have it. But there are, I would say, if you ever heard of Rick Beato, he sells a training course, how to train your ear. You might want to take some training courses. Luckily, I had a good ear from the start. I could hear things and mimic them pretty quickly. And then once I learned how to play guitar, I could hear a guitar being played and I could understand what was going on and I could learn it quickly. So it kind of, sometimes you're born with a great ear, you're not, and you have to train it. But I don't know any training other than Rick Beato has a training course that's probably 10 or 15 bucks maybe. And Rick Beato is one of the best music teachers on YouTube and in the world, honestly. I would say check that out. Martin Koch, what's up, buddy? He says, hey, Prince of Rock. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Thank you, DJ. Evan Harvey asked, you ever listen to John Five solo stuff? He's great melodic shred game in the jazz band. Yeah, John Five's insane, dude. I don't think there's anything that guy couldn't play. He's an amazing player, dude. I've never heard his stuff. I've just seen like videos of him playing and whatnot. Amazing dude, though, man. Like, there's nothing that guy can't play. Chris Liggett, what's up, buddy? Yo, yo. Martin's in Denmark. Very nice, brother. Dane, good to see you. Kevin, I watched Formula One. We got Kevin, I can't think. K-Mag. Kevin Magnuson's from Denmark. That's always good to see you, man. Walter Ross says, wait, you're in the Jared Shred collab? Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm in the big Shred collab coming up, and then he has a new contest for his band Oni. He broke a section off and wanted people to play solos on it. So I threw one out there just to do it, He's offering prizes for this one, but yeah, the big world the seventh Shred collab coming out. I am in that one for sure. Well, I appreciate that, Walter. Sue says that's great. Rick Florida's a nice state. Oh, you're still a northern like me? Yeah, a little bit, not too much. I've been here since 1993, so I've lost most of my northerners stuff. Yeah, DJ, you got it right. Yeah, I mean, I'm in the Shred collab, but what I just did for Jared is for a contest thing, kind of thing. Pro says, if you play the solo for Summer's Rain, I'm going to crack. Oh, man, that's a great one. Oh, man, I do have something, though. I wonder if I don't know if I can play it, bro. I'll play it. I'll try, man. I'll try. It's been a minute. It's been a minute, man. Oh, man. How's it go? I don't know if I can do it, dude. I haven't played it in forever. not bad. I haven't played that in like months, man. Gutter Ballet. Oh my god, I haven't played that in like forever. Well, there you go, brother. Hope you enjoyed that one. That's the only other Sabotage I've got sitting around here, bro. Well, thank you, bro. Good call, man. Summer's Rain is a beautiful one. I love some old Sabotage. Metal Mark says, "What's your favorite Black Sabbath song and your favorite Ozzy song?" My favorite Black Sabbath song of all is probably "Disturbing the Priest" off of Born Again. I love that tune. How's it go? Ian Gillan is the best, dude. That's my favorite Black Sabbath song of all time. Favorite Ozzy song is probably I have to say, like, man, Mr. Crowley or Diary of a Madman is a pretty insane tune as well. But yeah, Ozzy got some great stuff. But yeah, I love basically, yeah, Mr. Crowley is probably the best off Blizzard, and the song Diary of a Madman is probably the best because that's one of Randy's like most intricate pieces I've ever heard in my life. So good. Down I just keep messing with the scale until I find out what the key structure is. Sometimes I figure it out, sometimes I don't. Yeah. That's a tough one, man. You know, knowing how to play in key, understanding what chords are being currently played, and being able to jump right into that key is no pun intended, is key to guitar playing like that. But yeah, I feel it, man. I'm trying to make a video of how to really understand modes better, and it's something you can go back to and try and look at it and watch again. So hard, man. I have no time, sadly. That's a good one. Evan, what's a good one? The mountain. Vice says ear training. Try playing only on one string. Listen carefully to the intervals. One way to try, man. It ain't easy. It's better if you can learn on piano, honestly. Walter Rose says Ginger and Lacuna Coil top bands need more fans. Really? I've heard of Lacuna Coil, and I've seen Ginger, but I've not heard their stuff. Robbie Sand from Cali. What's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Mel Mark says Alex Scully, one of his favorite guitar players. Yeah, Alex is insanity, man. Donald James says Over the Mountain's fun to play. Solo's hard sometimes. Yeah, that's a tough one, man. Martin says, yes, and my cousin playing a very famous band. He's also from Denver. His first name is Lars. Nice, dude. Very, very cool. Oh, there's only one Lars from Denmark that I've ever heard of, brother. That's cool, dude. That's really cool, man. That's a great cousin to have right there, bro. Nice, dude. Let's see. Gunshot, how you doing, buddy? John MTZ says, trying to make a decision. Should I buy a ball python? What do you think, Rick? I don't know. I don't like snakes like that. But I've had some friends in my life that have had snakes. And I had a friend that had a ball python, and strangely enough, it was a nice one. I don't know how snakes are nice or not nice, but this thing was pretty chill. I don't know what he did to train it to be so chill, but. I mean, personally, I would not have a snake, but if you're into snakes and reptiles and reptilia, then yeah, go ahead and get one if you can, man. It's cool to have, man. The craziest thing I ever had was what do you call them? One of them big lizards. I don't know. My ex had this big old lizard, man. Wow, what do you call those things, dude? Bearded dragon? Was that it? That I don't know. It was a nice. It was cool, kind of cool thing, but man, that thing. Oh man, cleaning out that cage was no fun, bro. I was like, this ain't me, bro. This ain't my job. DJ said, kind of like when mix gangster rap, trap rap, and rock music. There you go, true that. Crow New, Gutter Ballet, brother. That's what's up. Harvey says Scott, Ian, and Kerry King were his influence for guitar, and he came back to older bands as he aged and started to realize the Randy Rhoads. Oh yeah, man. Paula R., how you doing tonight? Great to see you. Evan's related to John Holmes? What? Oh man, that's cool. Harvey says Joe Perry's Van Halen's led the basics. That's true, man. Edwards asks, how you doing, Ray? I'm doing great, brother. He says the first day of camp with my wife and son in New York, I had to set camper up in the rain. Oh man. You got, yeah, that'll get you right there, bro. Be safe out there and have a great time, man. There's some beautiful things to see up there, I know. Crow is feeling that. There you go. Sue says, I got you, Rick. I lived in Florida for 14 years. I spent more time in the South than I'm in the Bay. Pretty much got to that point for me. It got to the point people thought I had a Southern drawl. Like, you're from Florida? I'm like, no, I'm not. But I lived here so long. Let's see. Harvey says, you always remember bad. Yeah, you don't, rain, outside rain, no good. I don't like the rain, for sure. Let's see. Thanks, Crow. Appreciate that, bro. It's been a minute. John said, it snowed one time. You went camping, and by afternoon, all snow melted. Whew, that's good, man. You don't want to be outside in the snow, neither, man. Don Paluto, thank you, brother. DJ says it snowed in Vegas in 2019. Dang. That's crazy. Oh, there you go. Walter Rose knows what I'm talking about. That's a great one right there. Blix, that's a good one. Killer at Giants, dude. I think that's one of Jakey Lee's greatest guitar, like writing on guitar. It's like, and that's a hard one to play. And the chords he plays are just like unbelievable, man. That's a great jam, man. I like the song "The Ultimate Sin" off the album. I think that riff just crushes, man. There you go, Sue. Paranoid. There you go. Crow said, I got to change my cork. There you go, man. DJ says, my favorite Ozzy is Walk on Water from his Prince of Darkness. I never heard that one. Harvey says, Changes by Black Sabbath, my favorite because of straight soul of a song and emotion. Yeah, it's not metal, but played something so soulful. True that, man. That's a great tune, man. Cott's in the house. He said, not going to lie, just got in. We was listening. I was like, damn, this is good. Thank you, bro. Appreciate that super chat, too, man. That's awesome, dude. Val says you should ask him about snakes. There you go. Yeah, if you want to buy a ball python, check with Val. He knows his stuff, man. I don't know none of that, man. Sunriser, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Harvey says all snakes are nice until you eat the apple. True. Evan says I always have plenty to ask Rick or the mods. True that, man. Martin, that's awesome, dude. Yeah. When I was younger, people used to think I looked like Lars. I'm like, okay. But, I have a lot of European genes in me. All my family's from Europe and Scandinavia, so I don't have anyone from America or United States or anywhere else other than Germany and Sweden and Finland. So I had a little bit of European, but when I was younger, it'd be like, man, you look like Lars, bro. I'm like, okay, I'll take it. Wish I had his bank account, though. That'd be the nicest thing. But it's all good. Sunrise guys, what's your thoughts on PRS guitars? They're fine guitars, man. Well handcrafted, beautiful instruments, man. I never got into playing them. I tried one. A friend of mine had one, but it kind of felt like a Strat style Les Paul to me. Very strange to me, but it was nice. It sounded amazing. There you go, Chris. Harvey says horny toads are his favorite. I feel you, man. You on that road, man, you never know what you might find out there. Val says birdies are the calmest lizard you can get. Yeah, it was a real nice, chill little lizard, man. But man, when it made a mess in its cage or whatever, I was like, oh, God, man. Evan's got the vote for PRS. There you go. Vice says snakes are interesting, but not pets. They don't care about you. I always wondered, man. Like, I can't imagine their brains like, oh, that's my friend. He's nice. He takes care of me. He feeds me the food. There you go, Walter. Crow knows that. Down says we had to sleep in a tent while it snowed, and there was a hole in the very. Oh, dude, no good, man. Walter says, and I being sweet. I know that one. Donald James, he like, oh wait, DJ Pinkiller, like Planet Caravan. That's a great one too, man. I saw some video. I didn't get to watch it, man, but it was like Tony Iommi talking about how he wrote it and came up with it. I'd be interested in seeing that. Donald James said, you like Into the Void and Symptoms of the Universe. Those are some good ones too, man. Martin says, he is so missed, Ozzy. Yeah, man, a lot of people still miss him, man. It's hard. It's hard to think he's not around, man. You just expect him to be there, right? True that, Walter. Evan said, you give up poking me won't work. Sorry, troll, some other group. All right. Harvey says Pantera redid. Yeah, that was off that Far Beyond Driven album. I didn't like that album so much, man. I really liked Cowboys from Hell. I really liked Vulgar Display. But when that Far Beyond Driven came out, I was like, this doesn't sound like what I remember. Like, it just doesn't sound like Pantera to me, or the Pantera that I enjoyed from Vulgar and the prior two. Onyx, what's going on, buddy? Robbie says, what gear are you playing through? Obviously, I have this Jackson Dinky Reverse guitar, Pro guitar. This goes into an interface called the Blackline Audio Revolution 2x2. That goes into my computer. From there, it goes into a DAW called Studio One version 7. And then I'm just using a plugin called Amplitude 5. And that is it. It's super, super simple setup. Onyx, I sure don't, but I never heard none of that stuff. I heard like one tune, I think. And I don't even know what it was called. It was like on MTV or something. But I heard they're pretty good, man. I never got into them, though. DJ said, my favorite rock artist will forever be Tom Petty. True that, man. Tom was great, dude. I grew up on listening to that. Tom always had a video on MTV ever since I was a little kid, man. David Lopez says, hello, friend. Greetings from Argentina. Hope you're well. He was eager to communicate that I typed this text into Google, translate and copy and paste it. Sending you a hug. Muchas gracias, David. Thank you so much, and bienvenidos, amigo. Crow said Black Sabbath was his first band. Introduced me to metal. There you go, man. Citrus says, you got a riff? I'm new here. Yeah, we got some stuff for you, for sure. Sunrise says, Ozzy's passing is reminded of truly treasure our time on planet Earth. Ain't that the truth, bro? Ain't that the truth? Mel Mark says, Cowboys from Hell definitely was my favorite. That's a great one, man. Walter, no, I remember 3 Days Grace song was a I hate everything about you. Is that 3 Days Grace? I remember that one, I think. I never got into Skillet, though. Tyler in the house, my man, he's like, I was expecting the shred load to be so high. I'm digging it. Thanks, brother. Evan was a huge Opeth fan, seeing him multiply with PRS and Brutal Death Matter, the super clean with zero effect. True that, man. True that. Donald James says Tom Petty and Stevie Nicks. Yeah, right? Stop dragging my heart around. Shoot, what we got next? How about Apocalyptic, man? We can play that. Actually, why don't we do Intimidator? We got a lot of new people here. They're like heavy. Want to hear some heavy stuff? We'll do Intimidator. How about that? How did they start? Oh, yeah. Oh, shoot. How's it start? Oh, I remember. All right, there we go. Sorry about that, everybody. I have a lot of songs. I forget how they start. This one's called Intimidator. This one's nice and heavy for everyone. called Intimidator. Man, that tune went crazy. That was a wild one right there. Man, how many times we played Cat at Calm this week? We're gonna play it again, I think. Cause I think, well, I don't know. We'll see how it goes here. I gotta get up for work tomorrow, unfortunately. But hey, see how it goes here. We're cranking it up for sure. All right, let's see. Let's see. 888. God bless you, brother. Thank you so much. Walter Rose says OTEP. I remember OTEP. Yeah, I can't remember that singer's name. She had like an Egyptian name or something like Osiris or something. I can't remember her name, man. But I remember that band back in the day. What's her name, man? Walter, what's the singer of OTEP's name? I can't remember, man. It was like something Egyptian, kind of Egyptian, but she wasn't Egyptian. She was American later or something. Don says he like Obit too. Yeah, was that Michael Ackerfeld? That guy's pretty amazing, dude. Ain't no doubt. I would say he don't miss Ozzy because he gave us all he loved us enough to give one more show. He didn't burn out or fade away. He went out with love and respect for the culture. This is true, man. Yeah, you'll always remember. You never forget. You never forget all the memories you have of Ozzy. That's for sure, man. But I'll say he got to go do his show. He'll see you next one. Good to see you. We out and have a great time with it, man. I appreciate you, brother. Thanks, Crow. Thank you, Juji. Donald James said this song made me think of the Vegas Raiders, brother. I know, because it could be both, man. The Raiders always intimidate. Dale Earnhardt was the intimidator, man. He wore black too, man. That's what's up. Thanks, Onyx. All right, Harvey, we'll catch you then, brother. Stay safe out there, man. Stay safe. Onyx, appreciate that again, man. Oliver Makunda's in the house. He said, good day, my friend. Have an awesome day. What you're doing, shredding your guitar loud and proud. You know how we do, brother. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, Oliver. DJ Pinko says, Tom Petty has my guitar weeps was Prince was good. That's an amazing video, yeah. Prince, that's one of the greatest solos Prince ever did, man. And talk about a place to do it, man. That was beautiful, man. Very nice. I love that song too, man. It's a great one. Crow, there you go, brother. David Lopez, appreciate you. Thank you so much. Muchas gracias, David. Muchas gracias from Argentina. Good to see you, friend. Belmark says, Ozzy's gone, but left us a great number of songs to enjoy. Ain't that the truth, man? So many albums, so many albums. Edward said, I've been there, but in the rain in the tent. His wife, not once, but the twist she had to put me in a tent and spot. Told her she was going to get wet if it rained. But she didn't listen, and she got soaked. Oh, man, dude. DJ knows legends never die. True that, brother. Sunriser, thank you so much. Donald James knows, turn it up to 11. That's what's up. There you go, DJ. Chris in the house. What's up, brother? Good to see you, man. How you doing, bro? Nonchalant Dreadhead knows what's your excuse. Ain't none, man. Ain't no one got none. Ain't no such thing as the word excuse should be eradicated from the dictionary because every piece of information to know anything in the world is available to anyone nowadays. I don't have this stuff that people have nowadays, man, so there's no excuses. The word is irrelevant. It's more like, what are you doing? Why aren't you doing what you want? I feel it, brother. Stevia Harris, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Poor hackers, there you go, brother. Let's see, where'd it go? Okay, poor hackers. Evan, there you go. Citrus says, dang, that shit was fire. Thank you, brother. Walter says, you like Mushroom Head. Mushroom Head's from Ohio. Or are they from Cleveland, I think? Yeah, they're kind of like the other Slipknot or whatever, but Mushroom was pretty dope, man. I saw him live in concert, dang, man, back in the 2000s or something. Pretty good. Crow says almost 500 likes. You deserve it, bro. Thanks, brother. Appreciate that, man. It's always nice, always nice. Walter's feeling that ending was beautiful. Thank you, brother. Tiago says, I've arrived. Your biggest fan from Brazil. Obrigado, Tiago. He says, okay, friend, I miss you. Can you play the song by the band Evanescence of 3 Days Grace? I don't know none of that, man. That ain't heavy metal, man. But I love you, brother. Obrigado, Brazil and Tiago. Thank you, my friend. Sid said, wish I could play that. You sick. You can, my friend. You can. I do have some tutorials on my YouTube page you can check out if you want to get to it, man, for sure. I promise results. I promise results. And two in the house. How you doing, brother? Harvey said this is one of those that don't get old. Love the melody and screeching tones. Yeah, Rick, I got love. I got love. Rich, much love to you, brother. I got to drive 8 hours to Indiana. I feel that, brother. Be safe out there. Be safe. Let's be honest. Says, give me back his bullets. There you go, man. Dakota Hofstetter, he said that slaps. Actually felt something. That's what I'm talking about, brother. Donald J said he remembered OTEP in the band Crisis. Yeah, Karen, I remember that one too. Karen Crisis. Yeah, that sounds real familiar, man. Walsh says, I think her last name was OTEP. Man, she had I'll have to look it up, man. Crusher in the house. What's up, brother? Great to see you, man. He says on vacation, America's Heartland. That's what's up, dude. I'm gonna look this up, man, cause her name's like on the tip of my tongue here. Shamaya, yeah. OTEP. Oh, you're right. OTEP Shamaya. I don't know why I thought her first name was OTEP. I thought her first name was something else, but you were right. OTEP, but Shamaya. I always seen that Shamaya name. But it's good to see you, Crusher, man. Hope you've been doing good, brother. Sunrise says, I hope you upload your music to Spotify one day. Probably not my personal stuff, no. But it's here on YouTube, Sunriser. Just go to my YouTube page, buddy. The entire album's there for free to stream. You're more than welcome to listen to as much as you like. Thanks, Onyx. I appreciate it. Cletus and Clovis are back. Mein Gott. We were worried about you guys. Where you been? He said we were on vacation. Oh, man. And Clovis just saw a great clip of Jeff Beck and Jennifer Batten. Oh, man, I bet. He says, who is your favorite female shredder? Love you, brother. Man, we missed you, Cletus and Clovis. Much love to you, man. It's been a minute, man. You had us worried, friends. My favorite female guitar player. Oh, man. Tough one, man. Nowadays, I mean, I can't think of two. Michelle Meldrum from Phantom Blue back in the day. But nowadays, it's got to be Nita Strauss or Nilly Brosh. Either of those two ladies are just outstanding players. Like, unbelievable players. All right, Edward, no worries. Bryce says brain deficit syndrome. There you go. Fintendo says, I love Judas Priest, and it's my favorite. Me too, brother. I love some Priest. Maybe we'll do that real quick. See if I can get through these comments. Reese Zombie says, Rick, I saw you playing the other day, and I thought you had painted your nails, but it was just a Band-Aid. Then it got me thinking, have you ever painted your nails? I have not, no. Maybe once, just for fun, but yeah, I never got into that. I do put I had this stuff called Sally Hansen nail hardener or something like that. I put that on my, so sometimes it gets shiny. I could be cracking nails lately, like stupid wise. Prepper now said, I'm your biggest fan of Arizona State Prison. Man, good to see you, Prepper. And thank you, man. You know how you do, brother. Stay safe in there, bro. Dita said, My Moral by Evanescence is a trip when you're high on THC. There you go, man. And two, good to see you, buddy. Robbie Sands says, some of your favorite rhythm players? Of course, Glenn Tipton, KK Downey. I love their style. Adrian Smith, Dave Murray, another classic rhythm playing band. Eddie Van Halen always made some of the best rhythms of all time. I have to think after that. Richie Blackmore. I don't even know a rhythm player. But I love Richie then. Andy LaRock though, but he plays lead too. But he can write some rhythms, man. Sunrise says, what is one of your favorite heavy metal albums? Probably going to be like Screaming for Vengeance by Judas Priest. I love that one. Okay, you got it, Walter. Yeah, it was Shemaiah. Yeah, I thought it was. It's been a long time. All right, David says he's back with the translator. Have you been playing guitar for a long time? He just started today. David, yes, I've been playing for 28 years, David. Long time, my friend. So you have a long journey ahead of you if you're just starting today, my friend. Don't get discouraged. It's very hard. Very, very hard. But have fun and take it as slow as you can to get to where it's not. You'll be good, brother. Evan said he just prefers Immortal. Yeah, that's some black metal right there. And two said, dude, you kick ass. How long you been playing? 28 years, brother. 28 years. Donald got it right, man. Still no T-Bird. Yeah, he got it. We still waiting on him. Donald James, Kate, great cat. She is, but she is. Donald, when's the last time you've been to Great Cat's YouTube channel? check that out, man. You might want to take a look, man. She could play that guitar, but something wrong in her head, bro. Something wrong in her head. I don't even know. That's always a good one. Cletus said Clovis wanted to go to Siesta Keys. We was going to look you up. You should have, man. That's not too far. It's about an hour. We'll try to figure something out, man. It'd been dope. Walter says Heilung is a unique band as well. They sing old folklore. I think it's folklore. Old English. Check them out. Creepy and uplifting. Interesting. I've never heard of that. Moa Sir Coelho Jr., good to see you. Obrigado, mi amigo. Y buena noche. Evan said you saw Heilung earlier this year. Nice. Evan, much love to you. Thank you so much. Reese says, did Kat play guitar? Yeah. Crazy. Yeah, but you're right. She studied violin at Juilliard for sure. But yeah, she played guitar, and she ain't right in the mind, man. I'm not sure what's going on there. But if you want to see some interesting stuff, go to the Great Cats YouTube page. And be careful. Be careful what you see. She can still play that guitar, though. That's the truth. Sunriser, have a great night, bro. It's good to see you. Crow says Andy the Rock is very underrated. Andy Rock is super underrated, brother. Like the most underrated. He's one of the best guitar players on the planet, and not everyone knows who he is. But his loyal fans like myself will always speak his name, man. Linda Lewis, how are you doing? Good to see you. She says, good evening. How are you doing? I'm doing great. She says, hope you're having a good night. 20 years of music sounds good. Have good night blessings. Thank you, Lewis. Always great to see you. Donald James says, I have not. LOL. You be careful, Donald. Be very careful, my friend. Evan says, with the lady that did the Last Kingdom theme song. Oh, yeah, okay. DJ says Lizzie Hale from Hailstorm. She go, Lizzie Hale, crazy, yeah. She crazy good, man. She got a heck of a voice, too. Donald James says, you'll see the light tonight dashing through the sky. There you go. Feisty, Jackie. Now, there's a couple. You talking Jackie Vincent from the original guitar player of Falling Reverse? That young man is unbelievable. If that's who you're talking about. Jackie Vincent. He's from Britain, UK, whatever. Walt says, I have some huge music collection spans from Ozzy to Rob Zombie to Nickelback. I get a lot of mostly metal rock you picked up. Nice, dude. That's very nice. And yeah, and it was something. You got super lucky. Nice. Cletus and Clovis dropping that super chat. You guys are rock, man. It's always great to see you, no matter what, man. He says, keep on rocking for us. Agree. KK on Bloodstone. I got something for you real quick. We'll play this real fast because we're gonna end with KI.com. But I got this. I just came up with this the other day, guys. It's one of my favorite jams. Not my favorite, but one of them for sure. wasn't the greatest solo take. I forgot what key it was in. Sound like that. But yeah, that's a classic, man. I still love that one. All right, let me get back to what we was going to do. It's 11:15. Probably going to end with this one, maybe. But if you want to hear the heaviest stuff on the planet, this was the one. This is one of them. Or do you want to hear Speeder? I'll tell you what. We'll put a poll up real quick. Chaotic, Calm, or Speeder? That's it. Next song. Next. Those who know. So, all right. I'll let you know. Let's see. Speeder. Speeder is a fan favorite. It's 180 beats per minute. It's pretty shredding. Chaotic Calm is 200 beats per minute and very neoclassical black metal. So you go to a neoclassical, straight up neoclassical song versus a neoclassical black metal song. I'm going to let you guys decide. And maybe we'll play a couple quick cover jams in the meantime. All right, let's see. DJ Painkiller said, you knew a girl tripped on meth while playing a wood non-electric guitar in person. It was insane. I forgot what type of it was. Interesting. Donald James knew that one. Evan Kelly says Lizzie would be #1 because she rocks on guitar and also on the mic. Yeah, she got a crazy good voice. There you go, Don. If you think I sit around as the world goes by, you're thinking like a fool because it's the case to do or die. Beauty. Walter says again, Rick shows his godly powers. Oh yeah, I love me some Priest, man. Spike says I'm talking about the female Jackie. Oh yeah, I remember you talked about her. I did look her up, man. Yeah, she was really good, man. Really good. Man. Yeah, it's funny because it's funny how there's a Jackie Vincent, who was probably like one of the most elite neoclassical shredders I've ever heard in a long time. And there's this Jackie Vincent, who's a blues guitar player. Amazing. There you go, Cletus. Oh, life, I'm gonna give it up. That's a beauty right there. Judy said, I love me some chugging. Oh, yeah. Tazi's feeling that Speeder. Dan Anderson, appreciate you, brother. Good to see you, man. God bless you as always, man. Jerry says, as always, Rick, thanks for playing something. Appreciate it. But thank you, buddy, for being here. Appreciate that. Like I said, let's sell E-Quit in your business with a crypto coin. True that. A Rick Renstrom crypto coin. Be a rug pull, man. I just get the money. I don't know about cryptos, man. Walter knows dude chugs. Oh, yeah, man. Don said, I like Speeder because I like playing it. I'm going to learn some parts of Chaotic Calm. That's a good one. Looney Tunes said he voted for Chaotic since he's unfamiliar with it. No problem. Don wanted Chaotic. Through that. Dodge Dude, what's up, brother? Judy says, Speeder's awesome. Let's play it every night. True. We have played Chaotic Calm like every night this week. I'll play a couple classic cover solos. How about that? Everyone knows this one. We'll play a couple. We could play a couple of my heroes. How about that? Some fun hero stuff. dive. Ah, you've been down too long in the midnight sea. That's a gun right there, man. What else I got? Oh, we did this the other day. This is a good one. See if you can recall this one. People don't know about John Norum. That's the jam right there. All right, this one. Yeah, I saw that Juji Fokin Dokin. We'll do it. We'll do a quick In My Dreams for you. That's the best one I know. What a master of guitar he was, man. All right, one more quick one, and then we'll shoot the vote down. One for Yngwie, man. You gotta love Mr. Yngwie J. Malmsteen right here. It's my number one right here. It's my number one BFF, Yngwie J. Couple nice old school solos there for you. Gotta love it, gotta love it. All right, let's see what this vote's all about. We're gonna close this vote up right about now. Whoa, all right, Kay, the comment is 55 to 40, or 54 to 45. That's 1% less. Anyway, let me get that queued up. We'll hit these comments. There's probably quite a few of them during all those crazy solos right there. Let's see. All right, there it is. Chaotic Calm is loaded and ready. Be prepared. Let's see. All right, let's read these comments right quick. Oof. All right, where we go? All right, Feisty's feeling chaotic. Looney Tunes says, okay, I remember these. Donald James. All right. Rockstar says, those chicks from Phantom Blue are good. Yeah, man, I was talking about them earlier. Michelle Meldrum. I think she passed away, though. And interestingly enough, Michelle Meldrum was married to John Norum back in the day. And they were together until she passed away. That's unbelievable, man. But yeah. I remember I had the Phantom Blue tape. Unbelievable playing on that, man. Looney says, if you've been playing, then I've heard about Mr. Tiles. No worries, buddy. Judy said, okay, yes. Judy said, gotta learn to keep my mouth, my tired mouth. You gotta worry. Nothing to worry about. Walter Rose, there you go. Walter said, it kind of sounded like Holy Diver. It was. Matt Smith, thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Cletus says, Holy Diver, we've been gone too long in the midnight sea. You, Cletus and Clovis know some Dio. There you go, Evan. Ben Fields, appreciate that. Charlie Escobar knows, rest in peace, Ronnie James, Dio. DJ King, have you ever thought about recording an original song or album with the Audacity? Audacity is like a free, I think it's a free audio program, bro. I have Studio 17, I also have Pro Tools. But yes, I'd love to record another album, but money is the problem. And I'm not recording it here. I mean, no, I'm not gonna record my own stuff. I'll do it in a real studio, honestly. And that costs money. Which money I don't have, which is fine. We'll get it somehow. But yeah, I do everything you hear is I do it in Pro Tools and in Studio One here. No worries, Walter. Jeremy knows Rick's a dangerous man with that Jackson in his hand. True that. Jay Laser feeling the deal. Juan Vasconcelos, muchas gracias, amigo. Evan said, cool, that reminds me to watch what is Holy Diver about? True. Yeah, just search on Google. What is Holy Diver about? And Ronnie explained it. Jay Laser, brother, thank you for that super chat again. You rocking tonight, man. Crow says, you and that guitar are a unit. It's true. Feisty says, Jackie, question mark. Vincent does some amazing scat singing over blues song. Oh, yeah. George Benson was the greatest of all with that. But, yeah, not lately, though. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But yeah, look up Jackie, same spelling, Jackie, but Vincent. Kid is amazing. He disappeared, though. I hadn't heard from that guy in a long time. Moacir, obrigado, mi amigo. You said, did you play some folking yet? I sure did. Jay Laser, DJ knew that final countdown. If I said she's a very original yet a real blues player. Nice. I did watch some. Yeah, I do recall you saying maybe her name before, and I did watch it. Juan, thank you so much, buddy. Southwest knows Vivian Campbell worked well with Dio, yeah. Those were the best albums, man. I mean, not to say any of the ones after that were terrible, but the chemistry, the musical chemistry of the songs I wrote was the best stuff, man. DJ knew that for sure. Europe. Cletus and Clovis knew the final countdown. Here you go, brother. Crow, we played that Mr. Crowley a little earlier, bro. Let's see. Jay Laser said, we're leaving together. True that. Samantha Fish. I never heard that one. Maybe I did. I can't remember. I seen some lady playing like some blues with this SG going crazy on stage. Down said, it kind of does sound kind of, I don't know, let me think. That's final countdown. Mr. Crowley is a D- minor versus F sharp minor. Cleus and Close, no, it love us some John Norm. I love John. I met him. He was playing with Don Dokken, doing a Dokken show. We opened for them actually, and I got to meet John. I wish I had a camera. This is the day where we didn't have cell phones, you know. But man, he was amazing, dude. Evan Kelly says Samantha Fish is Dokken awesome. There you go, man. There you go, DJ. Judy said, don't worry about a fucking thing. I always worry about fucking Dokken. DJ said, I haven't heard this one. I know, right? Walter says, the only guitar I'm good on is the guitar plastic Riff Master for Rock Band. Here you go, man. Judy said, Yngwie's an alien. He probably is. He was an immigrant. Or he emigrated, let's say that. Evan, Evan said, only because I knew the people would know. Yeah, true that. Crow, appreciate that. DJ said, I grew up on Nintendo Wii Rock Band and Lego Rock Band. Dang, bro, that's what's up. Metal Atoll, no, I don't know no Pearl Jam, brother. This a heavy metal station right here, man. No grunge. Maybe a little bit. A little Alice in Chains, though. And a little bit of a Soundgarden, too. I know a couple bits. Metal Mark, he knew that's right. Plumbus, thank you so much for the super chat, brother. Very, very nice of you. Here you go, Walter. Even flow all around my belly fire. Hey, how about that's all I remember. Eddie Vedder. That's my Eddie Vedder impersonation. Thank you, Charlie. Mikey knows. Let's effing go. Bell Mark says if you can't do Pearl Jam, I'm up for Blueberry Jam. I like Grape Jam actually. Pobre says, you play guitar very well, but even just horrible at playing. Hey, keep working it, brother. Donald James says, call him and call it a night. You know how we do, brother. We're going to do it. Acidy Lemon, thank you so much. Fight says, do you have a theory of why Andy LaRocque is not more recognized? Because he plays with King Diamond. There's a stigma of King Diamond, and people, there's a lot of people don't like his voice. I love King Diamond's voice. So I think it's unless you're a guitar player, and I guess you have to be a guitar player and like King Diamond's voice, then you will hear the majesty of Andy LaRocque. But if you're just you can't get past King Diamond's vocals, then you're never gonna hear him. So it's unheard a lot. But King Diamond has a huge fan base. There's no doubt. But when it comes to guitar players and Andy LaRocque's income, it's because of King Diamond mostly. There you go, DJ. Crow says, what's your next stream? Tuesday night, buddy. Tuesday night. Donald J said, imagine your name is Jackson from Jackson with a Jack Snacks. True that? My name is Jackson. Jaxson Jackson, and then Jakson Jackson. And I play. You ever see Key and Peele and they did the weird football names? One was like Flaxen, Waxen, Jackson. That's one of my favorites. No Sacred Cows. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Look at this. Pellet's got the count 558. Shoot. There you go, Andrea Mix. I don't even know it. Walter's, I dare you to play Steve Oumet's version of Devil Went Down to Georgia. Actually, I seen something even better than that, brother. I saw Jerry Reed's version of Devil Went Down to Georgia the other day. I had no idea it existed. And it was on my timeline. I'm like, no way, I got to check this out. It's amazing. Jerry Reed, the dog, is amazing. But I was thinking about I had the 45 of Devil Went Down to Georgia when I was like a little kid. It's my favorite song of all time when I was a little kid. Loved it. And I know it I practically know the song by heart. All the lyrics and stuff. I was thinking about doing some sort of interesting metal cover of it, I think. Would be wild. There you go, Mark Chaotic Speeder. That's what I'm talking about. Crow says, finally, a channel I can watch. You're welcome, brother. Andrew says, McCready loved Lynch. George Lynch? Wow, I had no idea. Luke Musk, thanks, buddy. Evan says, I hear Final Countdown. Oh, okay, I got you. So, yeah. So, John Norm is... Here's the John Norm one. Right? And here's the Mr. Crowley. Yeah. It's a little... It's similar. But yeah, they start off with the second position arpeggio. Same. You got that right. It's the same arpeggio they're using. Oh, there you go, Walter. Yeah, that's a great one, man. Hey, to the flood again. Same old trip that walk. I can't see it. Lane Staley got one of the best voices of all time. Ain't no doubt. Ain't no doubt about that. 42 Valance says, I have a Gibson SG Maestro with it has a vibrola as a gift. I don't know how to play it. I only ever play Guitar Hero. And I tried to play Shot in the Dark. Fingernails keep scratching. Keep on scratching. I feel you, man. It's a lot. Guitar ain't easy, man. Guitar is one of the hardest things to learn. And if you're trying to learn, I mean, if you're serious about learning, if anyone is serious about learning how to play guitar, get a teacher. Find a teacher here online or in your town, wherever you're at. Get a teacher. They will show you, give you a plan, make you work every week, weekly, give you stuff to work on throughout the week. It's the best thing to do, in my opinion. If you feel you have the wherewithal to do it yourself, then right here on YouTube's got everything you could ever want, man, for sure. But that's a nice guitar, though, man. That's real nice. There you go, Walter. Molly Drennan's feeling that. Andrea says, but you love Tears for Fears in 1985. No way. Shout, shout, let it all out. These are the things I could do without the come on. Or this one. How many guitar players can just whip this up? Everybody wants to rule the world. Feisty's talking about some squirrel jam with possum sausage. Man, brother. My man in the roadkill. 'Tis roadkill. Metal Mark says, Rick does a better Eddie Vedder than Eddie does. Interesting. Jeremy spoken. Yesterday. Clearly I remember. Do you remember? No, I don't know. I always thought it sounded like Mr. Ed, man. Mr. Ed and Eddie Vedder were very similar. Wait, Mr. Ed, and Eddie, Ed Vedder. Coincident? I don't know. Andrew says, how come you don't admit how the solo of the show goes? I don't really. That's great. I love the 80s stuff. I swear I love the 80s stuff. Walter Rose, I told you once a devil went down to Georgia. He was looking for a soul steal. He was in the bind because he was way behind. He was willing to make a deal. And it came across this young boy playing another fiddle and playing it hot. Boy, let me tell you what. I bet you didn't know it, but I'm a fiddle player too. And if you care to take a dare, I'll make a bet with you. Now you play pretty good fiddle, boy, but give the devil his due. I bet a fiddle of gold against your soul. Think I'm better than you. The boy said, my name's Johnny, and it might be a sin. I told you I know these lyrics. Mark says, Wood, my favorite AAC. That's a great one. There you go. There you go, Walter. Don said, I never had a proper teacher. I feel that, man. I had one. Yeah, two years in a row. I had two different ones. One was like a theory guy, and the next was like a Yngwie shredder guy. And it helped me. Too many brains in this world. Walter Rose, to the window, to the wall, till sweat drops down these malls, all these female crawl. Y'all got skin. That's a great one. Yin Yang Twins, bro, for sure. Andrea Mix says, how can someone say mirror, mirror is going to be up? Mirror, mirror on the wall. 7 years I survived them all. If that's not love, then love means war. It's a cool song though. But yeah, I got that wicked sensation. Oni Logan is the man for sure. Donald James says, Rick is undercover funny. You know how we do. Looney Tunes, have a great night, brother. DJ, I remember back in the day when Evanescence, Linkin Park, and Slipknot and Maroon 5 were the S, but back then Maroon 5 was more pop. True that. Walter Rose says, "Oh, for a second I thought I was like, huh, what? I know. There you go, Crow. Juju was feeling that one. I could do that. I could do that cover. Walter Rose, yeah, Hangar 18. That's one of my favorites, dude. Hangar 18. Oh, here's my. You can get my Hangar 18. I know too much. Military intelligence. If you could only hear Stardust in the background in the other room, amazing. All right, we got to get out of here, people. I got to put the shirt up. One last shirt of the night. We got to finish this and get cooking, man. I got to go chill. I am a bit hungry. Hopefully this works. Yes. All right, this is the last song of the night. Chaotic Calm. This one's going to blow your mind off here for sure. Yeah, Stardust. She don't like it. But I gotta do it. I gotta do it. Watch him become a god. All right, that's it. There's my impressions for the evening, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. This is the last song of the evening. It's called Chaotic Calm. It's 200 beats per minute. It's faster than a speeding bullet. Check it out. Here we go. Let's do this. Or not. All right. the Calm. That was Insanity, wasn't it? That's the ender. That's the last tune of the night here. That's a good show at 2 hours, 47 minutes of shred mastery, insanity, all the fun. A great community here. We had a lot of fun tonight. We're going to rip through these comments. Make sure you hit that subscribe button before you go. We'll be reading these comments and heading out. And that's it. We'll be back on Tuesday night. All those that are just getting here or got here momentarily ago, be back on Tuesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Hope to see you there. But make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit your notifications so you know exactly when I shred, because I do schedule everything around here. All right, here we go. All right, Donald James said, that's easily in the top 5 songs right there. There you go, brother. That's what I'm talking about. That's a cool one. That's an old one, too. Southwest said, Accept released Humanoid album last year. I know Udo's still going, too, man. Udo was playing a lot of the festivals last year. Jake's vibing. What's up, dude? Great to see you, brother. Hope you've been okay. Southwest said, Diabolical Inhuman Shred. Yes. That's insane. 200 beats per minute on that tune. And those are 30-second notes. We ain't playing around, man. That's a lot. That's a lot. Evan says, hit that like button. Don said he loved that. Sweet. Perfect time. Yeah, that's the fun one right there. Nice and easy. Andrea Mix says, last thing. When did Yngwie's solo start sounding like Growing Pains sitcom theme music? Yngwie's very predictable anymore. I mean, I love Yngwie. If it wasn't for Yngwie, I wouldn't be here doing what I do. But there came to a certain point where everything Yngwie did was very, very predictable. I could listen to the solo. I knew exactly what was going to happen. Like, he's going to chug on this A note for a while. He's going to switch keys to a B for a little bit. Then he's going to switch to his Phrygian harmonic minor thing. And that's how almost 80% of his solos are like that. But, man, this dude's still going, man. Jake said, just spent all day fixing our AC. Been sweating all day. Oh, brother, you got to have AC. If I say he don't see the calm part. There's one little part. It's very calm. Oh, man. Jake said, absolutely amazing. It's never ceased to blow my. Thank you, Jake. Always good to see you, brother. Donald James said, he needs his AC or AC. He won't be happy. I know, brother. Try, don't live in Florida, man. Because when we lost power, it was out for days, dude. Ain't no AC in here, man. But this time we're prepared. We got a little generator thing, so we're good this time. Good this time. Man, that was rough. Trying to sleep in like 80 degrees inside here was like, oh, God. Luckily, it was like cool outside. We finally got the windows cracked open. That blew some nice cool air in here, but that wasn't enough, man. It wasn't enough. Walter Rose said, that cheeky grin, he's like, I got you by the balls. Dude, you said I feel like I'm watching a superhero. I just watched Superman the other night too. It was a good movie. Man. It was a good movie. You know, I mean, I wasn't blown away, but I wasn't like, this sucks either. It was like, I'll still watch Superman 2 is my favorite, number 1. Anna Ferrand says, love hearing you play Relaxation Time. That's what I'm talking about, Anna. I love it. Mel Mark says, a little calm with a lot of chaotic. This is true. This is very true. Vice says, that song should be called World Domination. It's pretty close to it. Juji said, that level of Slay is interdimensional. I could open up a wormhole. If it was any faster, it would open up a wormhole, most likely. Bro said, bro, you'll be the final boss on Guitar. I know, right? That one would be a good one. That would be a good one. Let's see, man, there's a lot more comments than I expected. Thanks, Paul Kranick. Thank you so much, buddy. Doroteo. There you are. He says, zombie guitar. That's what's up. I actually have a song called Zombie. I was looking for it. And it's like based off the Lucio Fulci zombie intro music. I kind of based it off that. That's pretty cool. I gotta try and get that one done. It's a vocal song, no? Fight Master of the Universe. There you go, brother. And Tom James on a Sunday, too. I know, right? If I said unsanitary insanity, it's true. Jake's Five said, on the bright side, I've been learning some Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time music. Very nice, dude. Yeah, I remember that, man. You were starting to play again. That's cool, man. There's old Zachary with them flow bots. I'll have to listen to this one day, buddy. Just so you will never say it again. I'll check it out, dude. I'm going to be very upset if it's like a weird song I don't like, you know. Because there was some dude, he come in here like 50 times, maybe like, hey man, check out this one song. And I was like, I'll go check it out, dude. And then, like, when I told him what I thought about it, he was like, I felt like a piece of his soul left or something. Dorothea's talking about, I'm a rocker, whoa, and nothing can. God, that tune, man. That album is so sad. I mean, it's got a couple good songs on it. What's that? Blood Red Skies on that album, unbelievable. That's the greatest song on that record. Man, that record was a drum machine, man. Like, oh, why? Ivan Hernandez, what's up? Andrea Mix says John Norman sound like 80s sitcom music. I don't know. I haven't heard any John Norman stuff recently. But yeah, what was it? Tell the Truth. That was a great. Or Face the Truth. That was a great one from back in the day. Stardust says no stream on Wednesday, by the way. Okay, she has made the call. All right. We'll compensate for Wednesday to Friday. I'll have this scheduled for you, I promise. Sue says, I had fun. Great, nice evening. Thanks for playing. Thanks for hanging out with us, Sue. Hope to see you again. Anna says, good night, Rick. Good to see you Tuesday night. Absolutely, Anna. We'll see you then. Zachary's feeling that lamp. A lot of people own this lamp for some reason. I don't even know where we got it. Target, I think. Maybe Amazon. I don't know. But I'll check that out for you. I'll check it out, Zachary. You are a fan of Borderlands, so I'll check it out if I remember. The flow. What was it called? No Handlebars about the flow bots. No Handlebars. I remember this. Don said he's going to go see Yngwie in October. That's nice, dude. Yngwie's tearing it up. Jake said, always great to be here and glad to see you, Shredstorm. And definitely going to be one of those first people here Tuesday. Awesome. Great. We're looking forward to it, brother. Juji said, it was so hot, I thought my AC was broken. Drained it and checked it. It's still too hot. Dang. Dal says, I enjoyed that. Last year's Aftershock. Saw a priest up close. Maiden kind of sucks when you're in the back. Like, true that. Stu said, my superhero, Superman #1. You know that's right. I love Superman. My favorite. There you go, Juji. Super Rick. I saw some shirts. They have like the Superman, symbol, but they'll put your letter instead. I was thinking maybe I'll get one with an R on it. That'd be sweet. Walter Rose knows Left 4 Dead 1 and 2 are goated. Yeah, brother. Me and my friend used to play those like insanity. Andrew says, but were you like that in the talent show in junior high? No, I sucked. I never played in the talent show in junior high like that. I tried to try out for the talent show in high school, and it was a big mess. I found a bass player and a drummer, and we had a tune. It was really cool, and unfortunately, the bass player didn't go to our school, and I thought that so he couldn't do it. I had to get my friend to play keyboard, take over, and he didn't know the song, and it was sad. It was sad. I wanted to be in the talent show. Dang it. Jake said, I'm getting a drive back for playing guitar. Life's been getting me down recently, but I've been feeling better. That's good to hear, brother. Tino says, yo, I was here earlier on PS5 sitting in the chat, man. What's up? Good to see you, Tino. No worries, brother. Games come first, man. Oh, Stardust says, Rick, not confused. He said, no stream on Wednesday, but it's totally cool if you want to. All right, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. It's really up to you. It'd be late, but we'll talk about it. I meant to say something earlier. Tino said, yo, brother, you got a request for next time. Throwing up saying, Tuesday night, Tino. Make sure you're here, buddy. We'll play it for you. I promise you that. Edward says, sorry, I was trying to get a hold of friends, but they're having problems with internet. Yeah, you way out there, brother. It might be tough, man. Hope you got a Wi-Fi a repeater or something like that. Thanks, Jake. All right, looks like we got it. Got the chat covered. Once again, everyone, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please do so before we leave. We're going to be shutting it down just a few moments in here. But thanks to all the mods. Thanks to all our OGs. God, I always love seeing you. I always love hanging out with you. And we'll be back on Tuesday night. There you go. I will let you know on Wednesday what's going to happen if we do Wednesday or not. We'll see. We got to talk about it. Well, nonetheless, thank you so much, everyone, for hanging with us tonight. Oh, no. The A's lost? Dang, man. Yeah, the Raiders lost, too, the other day. But that's preseason, so I ain't too worried. Tino, you're welcome, brother. All right, that's enough for me. I got to get out of here. But, yo, thanks so much again for hanging. I want you all to stay safe out there. I want you to be good to each other. And I want you to take care of each other because that's all we have left in this world anymore. But I shall see you on Tuesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. I hope you have a great rest of your night or day wherever you are at. And I hope you have a wonderful week. We'll see you next week, everybody. Take it easy and have a great one.